Top of the morning, man. It's your boy Butler, man. It's the best day of my life. Tomorrow is not promised. Go ahead and do your little dance while they still playing your song. So this story right here is developing, bro. But it took place back at Alto, man, and it's disturbing, concerning, and it kind of throws me off a little bit. But I'm embracing it. So it takes place where, bro, it's a rape. I want to say it's a murder, but it's really a suicide. So I'm gonna change all the names. Because I want to tell the story, and I want the people that's involved to know that, bro, I'm talking about you, but I'm not gonna put you on Front Street. So some time ago, I was doing a video on my other page, Stay Out of Prison. Go subscribe to that page, Stay Out of Prison. Just like that, at Stay Out of Prison. Go subscribe to that page. Go subscribe to that page. Go subscribe to that page. All right, so I'm doing a video on YSL, and I'm realizing that these people are some heavy hitters. And if y'all know me, y'all know Butler. Bro, I'm scared as hell. It don't take nothing for me to take a video down. If I feel like I offended a gang member or some real street niggas, boy, I will delete something in a minute, because I don't want no trouble. And that's what people that's inside the joint, outside the joint, around the corner, across the country. But I don't want no beef. I don't want no smoke. I am not a real street nigga. That money you be seeing me with on Instagram, that is not my money. That is prop money. So I'm doing these stories, and then one of my subscribers asked for my information, bro. They was like, I need to get at you. So in my mind, you know, I'm new to people actually fucking with me on that level. I'm not really, my bad. I'm okay. Okay, so I ain't really used to people messing with me on that level, bro. So I put my phone number up. When I put my phone number up, bro, I got like 3 phone calls. I'm talking about weird phone calls. I had a Atlanta OG call me, bro, but I don't know if he had a breathing impediment or what. But the way he was talking, it was like, it almost reminded me of that old gangster from Players Club, where he was like, do something to make me happy. He was one of them talking slow dudes, but from his recollection, he was a real money giver. So after a while, you know, of course I took my number down. I was just like, bro, he called me and he was like, he wanted to expose what was really going on in Atlanta. He had all this insight and all this information. And then after I got off the phone call with him, bro, he called back. It's like 3 o'clock in the morning. So the shit really kind of thought, I was like, I didn't have to block him, but he was really dropping something. It was just too heavy for me. I was like, bro, I'm not trying to piss nobody off. You know what I mean? But the dude had real knowledge, bro. He really had some. So some time go by, we talk. He like, if you really want to dive out, I'm like, no, bro. So then I do give him, and I give somebody else my email, and then so I received a lawsuit, a civil lawsuit, put together for against Lee Arundel State Prison, against Alto. And it is, within this documentation, it is highlighting acts of crime: murder, robbery, rape, stabbings, beatings, suicides. All this stuff is in here, and it's not hearsay. They're giving dates, they're giving times, they're giving victims' names, they're giving suspect names, they're giving documentation on everything. And when I'm reading this, I send it to the black man, we talk about it, and then it kind of dies down, because I'm like, bro, I'm not trying to get off into journalism from that aspect. So I let it go. I don't, you know. And then some months later, so let me say this. So I do a number of interviews. interviews. You know, I've been doing a bunch of interviews, bro. OG's been calling me, bro, respectfully. They've been pulling up. It's been all love. And so I interview a bunch of people. And so one of the brothers that I interview is actually in the paperwork. Again, I'm not gonna say no names. I'll just call Fair Lake. I'm gonna call him, so Fair Lake, I'm saying it because I just passed Fair Lake crossing over County Road. So Fair Lake, these my people. I'm not gonna go into detail as to how they my people, but bro, when we was in Chain Gang, nigga really kind of put me up on myself in certain aspects of Chain Gang. Now, also what I had heard was, prior to my arrival, bro was slick on the pipe. When I say on the pipe, he really was lunch meat. He really could have been a fuck nigga, but some kind of way he got spared. I don't know how true this was. I've never seen him in a situation where I was like, oh yeah, that's a fuck nigga. Then, but you know, I'm not at the time, in general, a fuck nigga detective. So, me and that dude cool. So then, while we're in Chain Gang, some shit pop off and I don't really pay attention to it. You know, you hear it, but you don't hear it. But there's so much violence going on. So, now, the rumor that was going around was that, shit, this dude and another dude then raped Shouter. So I'm like, shit, you know, man, that ain't none of my business. But then Shouter from the east side. And he was really kind of cool. Now, in reference to if I could have protected him without being vulnerable, I probably would have, bro. But there was no way for me to try to protect, bro, and not expose myself. When I say expose myself, bro, a lot of time, man, you talking about protecting this nigga, bro, you better protect yourself. And that's what I had to do. And it wasn't no situation where it was like choose him or choose yourself. Sometimes you just gotta stay the fuck up out of business that don't belong to you. And that's what I did. And I've had situations where I had homeboys. I talk about a story where I had a homeboy, like a real junior high homeboy, roll up on me and ask me did I want to get stabbed by my roommate because he was liking my roommate. So, no, I'm not about to, I ain't dying about your ass. That ain't what's going on. So, bro was cool, and it was what it was. He was from the east side. All right, so now, time goes on. I don't see none of these people for over 20 years. So, it's not on me like that. So then, we do the interview, and then something told me to go back to the paperwork. I was like, maybe this will be a good story. Maybe I can go through here, and if they suing the Georgia Department of Corrections, it was talking in the paperwork like it was an ongoing civil lawsuit. So I'm like, man, let me go through it. And I'm not smart enough to decipher it, but let me go through some of this stuff. And I start recording. I'm on my computer, and I start recording. And as I'm going through, I'm reading the names, and I'm like, they're like shouting, help, shouting, rape, shouting. And I'm like, damn, that's documented. So, and I'm like, I just talked to bro. So then I go look up the victim. Bro. I'm talking to one of my homeboys. They say, bro, this shit hurt me to my heart. I ain't gonna even cap, bro. They say the victim that came home, because I think he had one of them mandatory 10s as well. The victim that came home, bro, and then killed himself. And it wasn't the fact that he just killed himself, it was the way in which he killed himself. And rest in peace, I'm not gonna say his name. But this, from what I've been told from several resources, bro, is that, man, this dude drunk gasoline, bro, and set himself on fire. And I'm just like, damn, bro. And I'm just like, from a trauma perspective, I'm like, man, here's an individual that was taken advantage of at Alto State Prison, bro. And I just have to assume, because I didn't keep up with the rest of his life after that. But I have to assume that this contributed to his decision to decide to unalive himself, bro. And I want to look at the people that sexually assaulted him and be like, you're a fucking animal, bro. You're a low ass nigga. And then I'm just like, if we being real, I understood. I didn't agree. I understood how those situations came into play. And this check me out now. Cause you're having chain gang where, and this is the mentality, and I done interviewed a bunch of niggas, and there's a bunch of motherfuckers that I talked to, and you might have been with that bullshit, but we never talk about it. It's like a hidden secret, bro. It's like, nobody never gonna say nothing. So that's why I ain't saying no names. I'm not gonna be the whistleblower that's goddamn, that ain't the type of time that I'm on. And then I understand that your need, your desire to appear strong was actually a weakness. Your necessity to come off as a warrior was actually the most submissive transition to take place, because you weren't strong enough to be your own. You victimized others. This is a survival instinct. This is a survival instinct. This is, okay, I'm prey, he prey, and then a warrior come, and then from my understanding, that warrior used to be prey as well. Trauma begets trauma. And I can go all the way back to slavery and buck breaking and just breeding camps where, sexual assaults was going on to so one could be deemed supreme, you know what I mean? And so, not making an excuse, but it's happened so many times. It's something that eventually somebody gonna come out and they gonna be honest, bro. Nobody's coming out and really talking about it. So with me, with therapy, when I deal with shit, bro, nigga, if you don't actually, if you lie to yourself, bro, you just keep lying to yourself, you lying to your therapist, you lying to the people, bro, you'll never be able to goddamn really deal with yourself. You slap boxing with a rub on. I don't know if that makes sense, but it's just like it ain't for real. It ain't for real. I'm gonna tell my therapist everything but this. You ain't gonna never get it. And I don't know if that person or these people are looking for resolution, but oftentimes people in chain gang become warriors or become violators because they fear being violated. But this individual was affected to the degree that he killed himself, y'all, and that shit hurt me, bro. I ain't gonna even lie. I'm like, damn, bro. This is something you like during that time, you already in the state of Georgia. When you do time, you've done your time, you still spend the rest of your life paying for this shit, bro. You can't go get apartments. It's a whole bunch of stuff you just can't do. So to be affected to the point that you off yourself, bro, and the way that you do it, bro, I'm just like, damn, bro, that's a sad story. And his story will never be told. His story will never be told because nobody want to talk about the real shit. We want to glorify goddamn this and glorify that. Man, it's trauma going on in this motherfucker, man. It's real life trauma, man. It's black men traumatizing other black men because white men and the powers that be and these motherfuckers then traumatized us. And now we goddamn fucking off on each other, man. That shit lame as hell, bro. I ain't gonna say it's lame, man, but when I'm looking at it, I'm just like, bro, if you don't address this shit, man, you don't talk about the motherfucking problem, bro, you ain't gonna never have no solution, my nigga. I'm solution oriented, bro. Look, we might not get along. We might not like each other. But let's talk about why we don't do that. If we just keep beefing, nigga, we just gonna keep offing each other. Man, ain't no motherfucking solution behind. What we doing? We just supposed to be the toughest nigga until ain't no more us left. Man, that shit don't make no sense, man. It don't make no sense. So I don't want nobody to think that I'm trying to out nobody or expose nobody. I want to encourage you, bro. Nigga, you had to deal with something. If you got a conscious nigga, that shit eating you up, bro. That shit eating you up. Cause you really ain't cut like that. You really not an animal, nigga. You really a human. You really care about certain shit, bro. You really do. And sometimes when you young and shit happen to you, bro, you're a victim. You're a victim, and you just absorb what was going on, and then you put out in the universe what you put out in the universe. And the outcome of that is you could have caught some people free. You could have got charged. You could have got fucked up charged. But then this person carried this shit around for years, bro. And then it just killed itself, man. It killed itself. Alto fucked a lot of people up, bro. That shit killed a lot of people, man. And I don't blame slaves for surviving on the plantation. I can't. But I'm gonna acknowledge and recognize the trauma we've bestowed upon each other, but I also have to recognize why we're doing this. Fuck shit begets fuck shit, bro. This system, this institution is designed and laid out for us to continue to fuck up each other off, bro. Literally, figuratively, it's designed for us to continue. And it's not just in that aspect, bro. We set up with these ops. We set up to hate each other. Man, if I hate you, man, I gotta hate my motherfucking self, man. So no, I'm not saying you're a bad guy. I'm saying, man, look, this is a situation I probably have done some things that have been, I've robbed motherfuckers. I done put the pistol on people. I have victimized people, whether it be stealing, lying, shooting at, you know, I ain't no better than that dude. You know what I mean? So it's not a situation where I'm trying to look down on the nigga. Ain't nothing like that. But I have to recognize shit for what it is, and I was just like, damn, bro, that documentation something serious. I'm not a real street nigga, bro. I ain't on that real street shit. I'm on some healing journey, nigga. You incense burning in the background, bro. I'm really want to help from up close and from afar. So it is what it is, man. Y'all get in the comment section, let me know what y'all think about this, bro. I had to get this one off because it was just on me like real bad, bro. And go to therapy. Go to therapy, man. Go get some therapy, man. Or find some therapy. Find out that work with you. Or I don't know, maybe you didn't talk to your God. Maybe you didn't figure this shit out, man. But it's a lot of people that victimize a lot of people so that they wouldn't be victims. And I have robbed from niggas so that I wouldn't be broke. So I ain't no better. I'm no saint, nigga. That fuck shit is fuck shit, bro. Bullshit is bullshit. It just is what it is. I'll document mine, I'll document yours, but I'm not gonna put you on Front Street. I'm out, man. Rest in peace to bro, man. Rest in peace to bro, man. Rest in peace to bro.